channel, and today's look, as you can see, it's just foundation. There is not much of makeup. It's just a little bit of glow and nude lips. I hope that you guys like this tutorial. So without any more of talking, I'm just going to jump into this tutorial. So as you guys know that I like to keep on changing my foundations, I decided I'm going to use Beige by Hello Flawless. Just going to put it on my palette like so. And I'm going to use MAC Studio Fix Liquid. And my shade is NC25. So I'm just going to slot it a little bit, not too much. If that is, it comes out. Yep. Oopsie, quite a lot. A stippling brush. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to dot it all around my face. Like so. And we're going to blend it. The reason why I used this palette is that using palettes always helps to save your base, if that makes sense, because every time I've realized that if I use my hands or anything else, a lot of base is actually wasted. So if you want to save on your bases, so definitely get this palette. This is from Inglot and it was actually very cheap. This was maybe around 20 dirhams. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. Affordable, and definitely it saves a lot of base. I didn't use much, just used a little bit, and yeah, just gonna go around my eyes over here like so. We're gonna come with the base a little later. So basically this is a corrector. People having dark circles around their eyes, or maybe like a dark patch around their mouth or on their forehead. So orange color helps to sort of counteract, it neutralizes your skin tone. So if you look at my face, I've got dark circles here. I'm going to use orange base to correct my skin. Now you don't have to go in the market and buy MAC corrector. What you can do is instead use this lipstick by Too Faced, and obviously you'll have to just use it for yourself. You can't use it on other people. So you can use this. It is as good as orange base, and I'm going to show you how to use this today. So what we're going to do is I'm just using a little bit around my eyes where I feel like I've got my dark circles. Do keep in mind that this is a full coverage foundation routine, so it's going to look pretty heavy and intense, but that's how it is for the pictures. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit around my nose. And you know what I like about this lipstick is that it is so much easier to apply. You just like using it like a stick. So kind of like it. Yeah, I'll just go around here. Then taking a little bit of more base, what you're going to do is you're going to take again on the foundation brush and just dab it around just a little bit and around your neck. Please do not forget the neck. And now what I've done is I've left the dots like that. I'm not blending it because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my beauty blender and I'm going to blend this with the orange base. Blenders are generally very, very quick as compared to brushes, and I prefer using a beauty blender than any kind of brush because I guess I'm so used to it now that I feel like brushes just take so much of time, and then with beauty blenders at the end it sort of gives you like an airbrush look, which is like really nice. And brushes I feel like take up more foundation for some reason. So I'm very much a beauty blender girl, so if you really want to invest into something, I would say invest into beauty blender. I wouldn't even suggest brushes for face, to be very honest, because I only use beauty blender. And I think once you get hooked onto beauty blenders, you just cannot go back to brushes. Okay, you're done. Right. So I'm halfway orange and halfway my skin. It looks a bit funny, but don't worry, we're just going to get into the normal myself. Taking two of my personal favorite concealers. This is L'Oreal True Match and my shade is Ivory, and Prolong concealer MAC NC20. So what I basically do is I'm gonna do 1.5 pump of this, and then I'm just going to take whatever is on the wand and I'm just using it like this. And what I'm doing is I am brightening up my highest points. So this will go all the way back. Then again. Forehead. And nose. Now, around my nose and mouth area. And the reason why I do my mouth area is because what happens is, because of the shadow, sometimes it appears like you've got like a line or something, so it sort of helps to eradicate your lines in a way, if that makes sense. And it just brightens up this area, so pretty much. So what you see over here is quite a lot, it's quite intense, but don't worry, it's all about blending. Now the beauty blender game, so we're going to blend each and everything. Let's blend, 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 and it is all about blending. Use this side to blend the outside area. We use the pointy side to sort of go inside the eyes, around the eye corner, inner corner, and maybe around the nose, like here. And use the big side just to blend it outside, so that it's sort of the concealer blends in with your base. If that makes sense. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my MAC Studio Fix powder. If you don't have MAC Studio Fix, don't worry, you can use Stay Matte by Rimmel. And these are amazing, amazing fixators. I love them, and especially their transparent one is just awesome. So I'm going to take this, and I'm using this only on the outside, just to fix my base. Contour, I'm going to use these two brown shades together, and I'm using Sarah Artistry contour brush. So you make a fish face, and just find your cheek. And what I do is I work on my jawline like so. But if you have a thin face, you don't have to do this. But because I've got a broad face, I need to sort of work on my and guys, remember to blend. This will take time, but definitely if you understand the concept, if you understand how to work on your face, definitely, because your face is the easiest to work, right? So if you understand your face and your features very well, you'll be able to do this kind of a foundation routine within 20 minutes, I promise. So what happens is, with this kind of contouring, it sort of gives a drop shadow that, you know, I don't have a double chin. No double chin. Can you see? So whatever you want to press, you make that darker, and whatever you want to come out or to brighten up, you use the highlighter. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna press my double chin to use a darker color to contour. And what I'm doing is, with a clean brush, I'm using OPV. I'm just going to blend my contour, because you don't want it that strong, because We're just working on the base today, not on the contour. So using my Sephora banana powder, I've taken a little bit over here in the container, and what I'm going to do is, using my beauty blender, I'm going to just take a little bit, it's not too much, and I'm going to blend it with the banana shade over here from KATVOND. And then I'm just going to press it. So pressing is basically very soft movements, very soft. You don't have to go very harsh, because if you press the beauty blender a lot, then it sort of leaves a stain, so you have to be very careful. Just it's like dabbing, you know, it's very soft. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit and have it around my mouth area, where you tend to get laugh lines and you get a little bit of crease. Sort of works out over there. On your chin. Because what we're doing is we're brightening up this area. Then comes the blush part. I'm using Frat Boy by the BALM. It's like a very nice peachy nude pink color. And I'm using Glam Girl's blush brush. Happy smile. Because I just want it to look like a very nice natural look. Okay, using my Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood, this is like favorite highlighter. I'm using the same blush brush, and I'm going to put it on the highest point, like this, and blend it with my cheeks. Let's do it over here, on the highest point, and blend it with my cheeks. It depends on how intense you want your highlighter to be. If I have no makeup on, if I'm just very neutral, then I like my highlighters to sort of stand out. I'm going to take a small brush, so it's a very precise brush. What I'm going to do is create a little bit of lines to brighten this up. Make a little bulb here. Just gonna use mascara. I'm not doing anything intense on my eyes. I'm just leaving it like this. Very natural. Now for my lips, I'm going to use NYX lip pencil, and this shade is Nude Pink. And so what I'm doing is I'm just coloring my lip as well. I'm going to cover my whole lip area using the lip pencil. I'm not choosing any lipstick today. And using Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss, and this is Dainty. Not like that. So I'm using lip gloss on top of it. Guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this quick tutorial about heavy foundation routine, but there are different ways and techniques of different kinds of foundation routine, so which I will be telling you. There are different ways of doing foundation. This is one of the ways which I use, and there are 2-3 other ways also which I will be showing you gradually coming up. So yeah, if you like this quick, easy foundation look, please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you very soon with a makeup look. Till then, you take good care of yourself. Bye guys!